Who remembers fudgesicles? I sure do. They were a favorite when I was a kid. And I'm going to make some, or attempt to make some, with the chocolate fudge pudding mix that you get from Optavia. So join me as we have fun with Fuelings and make pudding pops. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lizabeth, and I am living in the light by documenting my weight loss transformation using Optavia's 5-in-1 program. As part of the Optavia program, the 5-in-1 program, you eat 5 Fuelings a day that come to you prepackaged in your Optavia box. And one of the options is chocolate fudge pudding mix. And most people love pudding, so this is a great one. One of the things that I like to do is make this first thing in the morning, stick it in the fridge, and have it as my last fueling, my dessert fueling at the end of the day. And it's super thick and super fudgy. But a friend of mine gave me these popsicle molds, and I thought it would be fun to try to make a couple of popsicles or fudgesicles, or fudgicles, as we called them when I was a kid, and see how they come out. So what I have is, the recipe calls for, on the package, a 1/2 cup of cold water. So I have 1/2 cup of cold water here. I'm going to dump in my chocolate fudge pudding mix. And then I absolutely love this whisk. That's battery operated. It makes it very easy to mix up this fueling. You want to make sure that you get all of the powder mixed in, whisked really well. And I just go around and then I'll scrape down the sides a little bit. Try to get the powder off the sides of the bowl with the whisk off. Otherwise, pudding mix goes everywhere. See, so I don't see any dry pockets on the edges there. And then let me give it another little mix. And it's already pretty thick. All right. Okay, so the set comes actually with 8 2 trays that each have 4, and some small popsicle sticks, and you just slide, there's a little slot that you slide the stick into. I don't know how far it goes in, but I slide it in like that far. I've never done this before, so we're gonna see how this works. And I'm gonna try to do about 1/4 cup and see how that works for one. Let me see. Might be better if I put the stick in after I fill it up. I might have to make more than 1. More than 2, actually, is what I meant to say. Definitely going to get more than 2. So slide that in. And cover up the stick. I don't know, maybe I'm going to end up eating 4 fudgesicles for dessert. Let's see how much I get in here. Wow. That's a lot out of 1 fueling. It's definitely making 4 fudge pops out of 1. So here's something you could also do. Since it's making so many of them, I have talked before about, I've shown you how to do like the muffins, and I showed like the oatmeal cookies and like making 2. So you could do something like that and have 1 of those cookies, so that would be half of the fueling, and 2 fudge pops. And that would be half of the fueling, so you wouldn't be sitting there eating 4 Fudge Pops. So it's possible to try that. I guess we'll have to see how they come out. So again, slide in the popsicle stick. And then I have these on a baking tray, and I am going to slide them into the freezer and let them freeze. It'll probably take a few hours, so probably I will come back tomorrow and show you what these are like frozen, how to pop them out of the molds, because it might take a little bit. And but I will come back and I will show you what they're like and do a little taste test and show you what they taste like. Here we are a few days later, and it's time to look at these pudding pops. This, remember, is 1 whole fueling. So my recommendation, you can either eat 4 Fudge Pops, and they're really not gigantic. You can see they're rather small. You can eat all 4 of these, or what I would do is I would take something like the chocolate chip cookie and make 2 separate cookies out of it, and have 1 cookie and 2 Fudge Pops, or something along those lines where you're kind of splitting 2 fuelings up together, or do this in half of a shake, or I don't know, something, maybe, I don't know how you want to do it, but it would be hard to do, especially in the winter, 4 popsicles. But still, this is kind of fun, and they're very, very small. And just like the candy bar, I would wait and let them thaw slightly before you start eating them if you're a biter when it comes to popsicles or fudgesicles. So give these a try. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of them. And until I see you next time, please live in the light.